What's up, guys? It's Spec City here. This is a little video that I want to start doing. Maybe I'll turn into a series. This video is mainly just me training and me just putting out another video, kind of like apologizing for not putting out a lot, I guess. Like, I promised you guys I'd put out 2 videos a day or 1 video a day or something. And the first 3 days I didn't post any, so I'm kind of doing 2 a day for the next 3 days, so I kind of even out, I guess. But yeah, there's my stats. And this video I'm gonna be talking about something that happened to me last week. Well, my buddy, I don't know how big of fans you guys are of fighting and stuff, but this video it's mainly gonna be talking about a fight my buddy was in, and I was kind of in, like, I think it hit, so I can't really say I was in a fight, you know, but it was closest I've been to a fight, I guess you could say. But I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. So it starts out with my friend, his ex-girlfriend dated this kid named Tom for, sorry, I just got a text message. They got into, it was her ex-boyfriend Tom. I guess him and his best friend, this kid Tyler, they would always talk shit to my friend Brian at school. And just one quick second, while I'm whispering, it's kind of late at night, and I don't want to talk loud about this because no one really knows, like in my family. But anyways, they would talk shit to him, I guess, all day at school. And I guess one time it just got to his nerve or something, and they said something, and my friend Brian walks up into the kid Tyler, which is his girlfriend's ex's best friend. He goes up to him and grabs his tray of food and slams it in his face and flips his hat off his head. And then my friend walks away, and the guy's like, meet me in the bathroom to fight or whatever, so the counselors don't see him or anything. And they go in there, and my friend beats the shit out of him, which I do have the video, but I don't want to put too much filming like of the fight on here because I could get a strike on YouTube, or I could get penalized or whatever. But I will show you exactly the main part, which the part you guys want to see. I'll show you guys that part whenever the story gets to it. But anyways, after that happened, my friend beats the crap out of that kid. And anyway, that Tom kid, his girlfriend's ex, or his ex-girlfriend's other ex, says, I want to fight you now. So first off, who fights for their friend, which is another dude? Who would get into a fight just because their friend got their ass kicked? I mean, there's no excuse. He just got beat up, and he wants a rematch, or he wants his friend to fight him. So my friend's like, yeah, just let me heal, because he did get hit a few times. He's a little sore from the fight, but he was like, yeah, just let me heal, and I'll be sure to meet you anywhere you want. And the kid's like, alright, pussy, blah, 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 just talking mad shit. And anyways, it was about 4 days later, my friend's like, I'm gonna fight him today, or maybe it was a day before. He's like, I'm gonna fight him tomorrow, will you come with me? I'm scared they're gonna jump me because I heard they're talking about it. So I was like, yeah, man, of course I will. So I've known this kid since I was 5. I've known this group of 4 kids since I was 5. My friend, I'll call him Brandon, my other friend Kenneth, and these are fake names I'm making up, by the way, and my other friend Ronald. We've been best friends since we're like 5 or 6, so we'll do anything for each other, basically. We're like brothers. But anyways, we go there to make sure my friend Brian doesn't get hurt, or my friend Brandon doesn't get hurt or anything, and we go there and they start fighting, and it was pretty crazy. My friend was beating the crap out of that kid too, so it was perfect. He was beating the shit out of him, and then at the very end, this fat kid this whole time's been just keep screaming, get up, my friend would drop this kid to the floor, and this kid would scream saying, stop, hugging him to the ground, blah, 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 but he just picked him up and dropped him and stuff. So we're kind of like, well, whenever I was filming, I was like, shut your ass up, Nacho Libre, because it's this fat Mexican kid. So I screamed that, and this kid looks at me and then just keeps watching the fight. And then finally, at the very end of the fight, just this fat kid comes out of nowhere Yeah, so sorry for the the bad video quality. I could not find the format to put on Camtasia. Sorry, I thought I heard someone. Couldn't find the format to put on Camtasia, so I had to record it off of my screen, off the Camtasia recorder to put it on there. So it's pretty ghetto of what I did. But anyways, so that kid hits him, and right when he hits him, my friend Ryan, who's probably the biggest one out of all of us. I mean, not biggest. I think I'm probably the biggest dude, but muscular wise, it's definitely him. I'm like 160 and he's about like 154 and he can bench like almost 200. So he's a pretty big dude and anyways, he screams. He's like, "What?" He's like, "What the fuck, bro?" He runs over, spears that fat kid, starts beating the shit out of him. And once that happens, everything just sprawls out. The kid Tom, and I just spoiled who my friend Ryan is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say all their real names. So right after that, it all sprawls out, and my friend Ryan's on the floor, tackled that kid to the floor, and is just pounding the shit out of him. And right when that happens, everyone's looking that way, and my friend Kent, like, all of us drop our phone, and we're all like going out there to beat the shit out of someone. Like, don't think it was just one of our friends that helped. We all went out right whenever that happened. And anyways, my friend Kent goes over to that kid Tom that was just in that fight that my friend is beat up, and he runs over there and hits him in the face. And right when that happens, Tom almost is about to fall, and Brian, who just got hit, gets up and tackles Tom on the ground and starts beating him up on the floor. And anyways, I run over because three kids were around Ryan because he just tackled that kid, and they're all kicking him and punching him while he's beating the crap out of this kid, trying to get him off. And I run over and I hit one of the kids, and right after I hit that kid, we both make this eye contact, and I was sitting here. It's my first fight, and I was just like, I am down to beat the shit out of someone. So I was so excited, and he ends up going past me, runs over and tackles my friend Kent. And my friend Kent, I don't know if you know a lot about MMA and stuff, but he puts the kid into a spider lock, and that kid's just choking out now. Like, you can just forget about them for a little bit. And the other kid that was hitting Ryan, I get this nice hit on the chin on him, and he kind of like dazes back, and he gets into this like this fist formation. So I was like, all right, I guess me and him are gonna have like this one-on-one while this whole brawl is going. So I go up towards him, and my first thought, I was like, if you want to win a fight, you have to be the most aggressive. I think that's the best way. It's not about who's the strongest. I really don't think. If you show more aggression than the other guy and you're decent at taking some hits, if you're more aggressive, you're gonna end up taking him to the floor or just ending up pounding him. And if he's the less aggressive, I think he's really just gonna end up having to just get knocked out, you know? So I just go full speed at this kid. I have no clue what I'm gonna do, but the first thing I do is I drop my head and like kind of like in a crouch position, like I kind of crouched my whole body while I was running, and I came up and just did like three hits, just like they were real inaccurate. They're more like I was just like throwing my hands, like I really didn't like those, but one of them only landed. The other two kind of like hit the side of his head, but the first one catches him kind of close to the nose, and he like backs up, and I just keep going. I keep just going at him. He's swinging his arms too, but I promise you, I didn't feel one. There's not a mark on my face to show that I have one, and I was going full motion on just going so aggressive, just kept swinging. And finally, I get to the state where I feel so confident I can like calm my composure and start thinking of what I'm doing. And I like do another one of those duck and just come up, or no, I do a duck and I get one right on the side of his, like, on the side near his ribs, and then get another left on his other side where his ribs are, and I come up and get this nice hook right, like it was weird, it like landed on the left side of his face, but I was swinging with my right, so it's kind of, or his right side of it, like if he's, it's hard to explain, but it's like the opposite cheek I hit, and when that happened, it kind of like skimmed his nose too, and he just kind of like in the daze, kind of like fell over and didn't really know what was happening, and I'm getting ready to hit him again, and then this girl, the only girl that was there, her name was, let's just say her name's Rachel, or yeah, Rachel, that's fine. She starts screaming, he tapped, please get off. And I had no clue what she was saying. But how she was screaming, it kind of scared me. And I stopped and I turned around. And my friend Kent had this kid in the spider lock. And you could see his arm slowly just stopping and like his arms dropping to the floor. And anyways, we all just get off of him. And it was the best possible outcome of that happening. All four of us, besides Brian. Brian's been in a bunch of fights, but all the other three, we've never fought anyone. I've punched a kid before, but I've never gotten into a fight. And just that being just that happening, which is so great. And all like the only bad thing is that my friend Brian, when that fat kid hit him, his tooth went through his lip, and it's still healing, and he can't really open his jaw fully. But it's just so great that we're outnumbered. They were the pansies to do the jump, like even to have another kid hit them when they're fighting. Just so uncalled for, so unsportsmanlike, I guess you'd say. That just all of our emotions ran high. It was our friend that we knew forever, and just seeing him get hit. We just had to. And once my friend Ryan jumped on one, it was like we all went to this forward action and just went out and just did what we could. And it was singly one of the most exciting things. If you watch the full film, which I would show you, but I really don't want to have a bunch of crap going on my YouTube. But the whole, like, was I talking about the whole video? The whole video is just my friend Brian beating him up, but it's, it was so exciting. And if you watch, oh, that's what I was gonna say. If you watch the video, you could see my hands from just like adrenaline, or I thought everyone knew something was probably gonna go down. Like so another kid was gonna jump in, so we're all like just all ready, and my hands were shaking the whole time. You could see my adrenaline just going, like my whole body was shaking. I was ready, and yeah, that's about it. It was crazy. It was by far real exciting. It was great. If my friend Brian didn't get hurt, it would probably have been the most fun thing that's ever happened. And if that my friend Kent, oh, I forgot to tell you what happened after that. I just completely went off the side. So my friend's screaming, or she's screaming, he tapped, let him off, and my friend keeps it on there, and he starts screaming. He's like, you gonna fuck with us again? He starts screaming, and we're all standing over him. All the other kids are out of breath, and just three of them had blood all over them, or three of them had a little bit of blood coming out of them. Especially Tom, who had his whole mouth just destroyed after the whole jumping and everything. After Brian got on top of him after, but they were all just having to watch their friend get choked out, and none of them were willing enough to come towards all four of us while we're watching over him. And then my friend Ryan just punts him right in the ribs, and the kid just kind of, you could see him just like, kind of like basically gasping for air. Right there, it started getting a little scary, and I just hoped Kent was actually gonna get off, so I didn't have to like force him off. And he ends up letting him go, and the kid gets up, and my friend Ryan's like, he's like, I thought that no one's gonna jump in, and he just like he screams, I thought no one's gonna jump in, just hits that kid with a hook, and the kid drops, and we just walk out of the woods. And basically, they tried to talk crap again. We tried to meet up with them, and no one showed up. They all drove away in their truck. So that's the end of the story. If you guys want to hear more of these, they're not going to be as violent. I will tell you, they will be real fun. Like, I have a bunch of great stories on Beachside that I would love to tell you guys and express. If you guys really want to see them, please like this, comment, tell me you want to see them so I know this is what you want to hear. Most of it will be playing, or like most of it will be going on while I'm training, or maybe while I'm just doing a few PKing clips or something in the future. So I could do this weekly, I could do this every 3 days, but stories will start going short, so I might do it weekly so the series lasts longer. Just tell me what you think, and I will be able to tell you some more crazy stories with me and my four friends, which are usually anything crazy. We're all four together, so it would be pretty awesome. I'll see you guys then. Peace.